Hey folks, welcome to another VR video. This week is Tokyo Game Show, and while I wish I was there in person, Tokyo Game Show VR 2022 is really truly the next best thing. We're going to go to new game, even though I've actually played through this whole thing. We're going to go with the name E-. Alright, so we've got kind of a cool character select screen. We can pick the paleness or pigment of our character. What type of hairstyle we want. I don't have a lot of hair. Maybe we'll try this one. No, I don't like that one. Let's do this one. For the hair color, be blue. Kind of a light pink purple. Bright red. We will go with black. And the eyes, you can't change the color, it looks like. Though this one would be blue like mine. I'm gonna go with the kind of strange anime blue there. Change this to TGS Rocks. So I'm not the same as literally everyone else. There we go. We'll register. You can actually link your Twitter account, and what that allows you to do is when you take pictures within the camera, within the expo, within the game, anyway, you get the picture, you can actually share them to Twitter directly, which is kind of cool. I'm not going to set that up. You can take the pictures off of the headset later and share them on any social media that you desire. I actually did that when I went through the first playthrough as myself.
Welcome to the tutorial. Here,
So,
you will
pretty simple tutorial. You can either do slide or teleport. You can turn, snap turning is on. You can activate the camera here. You can activate the selfie cam. Look, I have stars in my eyes. That's great. Grip button allows you to grab objects. You can also use trigger for that. And when you find an item, that's useful for completing quests. And there are many quests in this. Can't see them just yet, though. I do want to check out my avatar. You can see this is what I look like now. TGS Rocks. I have no avatar outfits that I can change into. This is all default avatar at the current time. I do have my mic muted right here. That's important because I'm going to be talking to you and not to the folks at Tokyo Game Show VR 2022. It just talks about the different combinations here. Now you can switch different channels, so if you wanted to play through this experience or explore with your friends, you can actually copy your channel ID, send it to your friends, or take your friends and move to their channel ID. So it's kind of a cool way to get all of your friends in the same channel if you wanted to do that. I'm not going in with friends right now, we're just going to play together.
Makuhari Messe 2022.
Makuhari Messe is where the actual Tokyo Game Show exhibition was held. In real life, this is kind of the scale of the building. I think the building is definitely at least a small amount larger than what we see here. But it's cool that you can walk around, you can interact with these robots and these little mole characters. I'm not going to do a whole lot of interaction with these guys. We're going to go over here, get on this elevator.
Hello, I see that you're new to the dungeons. Since the discovery of the dungeons here beneath Makuhari Messe, many mysterious objects have been unearthed from the strata. It appears they're related to games, but we don't know anything about it. The purpose of our excavation team is to solve the mystery of this dungeon. and find out what the game is all about.
That's pretty cool.
So, we ask for your help. We need you to explore this dungeon named GameStop and investigate the various artifacts. We'll provide you with a list of quests for more information later. I'm really counting on you. Well then, have a good one.
Quest list is now available. That's going to be helpful as we go through this. Alright, so here we are in the little tunnel that leads to Tokyo Game Show VR's dungeon. It's kind of a cool quest, and it says here, thank you for helping with the investigation. If we turn around, can't go back up at this point. We are now trapped in it. We're not going to go explore Tokyo Game Show VR 2022.
Welcome to GameStop.
This is the upper level of the core, the base camp for our excavation team. There are 3 areas inside the 3 caves ahead of you, and down this pit is the Geo Gallery of game history.
Alright, so if we look at the map here, we've got sponsor spaces from Boat Race, Ralph Lauren, UCC, and Zone Energy. Then we've got the desert area, which is where we're going to explore first. That's got Koei Tecmo, Capcom, Kojima Productions. And Kojima Productions has a very cool booth. We'll talk about it when we get there. Magic the Gathering, Gugenka, Character Bank, which brought a very cool Ruins Mages area, and Vark. Then we've got the forest area that has Sega Atlas, Bandai Namco, the Ministry of the Environment, and IMA Create. And then the quartz area has Konami, Square Enix, Pull to Win, Servios, Metani, Dyschronia Chronos Alternate, and Cover. And then there's, all the way down there, you can kind of see it from here, there's a red carpet down there. That is the Geo Gallery of game history. So this is kind of the extent of the GameStop. I keep wanting to call it GameStop and drop that E, but, you know, there's a dragon here. Pretty sweet stuff. You've got a giant Gundam over there. You've got Sonic. You've got different characters from different games. That one is from Atelier Rise, I believe. And it's a very, very cool. You've got a blue slime here. And then here you've got VR YouTuber Nathy is one of the ambassadors. So that's cool. And then you've got the Omega Sisters, the other ambassadors. They are virtual twin YouTubers, which is kind of cool. They were also the ambassadors for Tokyo Game Show 2021. We go up this way. There is a survey on how to make Tokyo Game Show VR better. So fill out that questionnaire there. That allows you to do that.
Ask them to help with the survey.
Hi ho, hi ho.
Attention,
Dungeons often have
excavation
hidden rooms
team.
just past the
We
entrance,
have
right?
many visitors to GameStop now.
It's a hidden room?
Ask them to help with the survey
Where's the
and
hidden
guide
room?
them. I repeat.
I don't remember finding a hidden room.
Attention, excavation team. We have many visitors. To
I don't know where the hidden room is. This character's from Exoprimal. We're gonna see a little bit about that game as we go through these areas, and we're gonna go into the desert area first. Beyond this point is the desert area. So here we are in the desert area. As you can see, there's a Koei Tecmo booth over there. There's a Capcom booth over there, and having seen pictures of the real Tokyo Game Show, some of this is pretty realistic.
The desert area. The strata in this area seem to be made of sandstone. It's fragile, so please be careful.
This Exoprimal dinosaur is one of the characters that you need to take a photo with as a quest. So we're going to go ahead and click this. We're going to move ourselves to position ourselves a little bit better, let's actually move over here so you can see the whole Exoprimal name. And by completing that quest, we've now got a Capcom cap, which is kind of cool. So if we go here, we can see the different quests in the quest list. I know most of them, so we're going to go through kind of quickly to do these, because I don't want to spend 2 hours on this. But we now have a Capcom cap that we can put on our head. It's pretty sweet. So inside the Capcom booth, outside of Exoprimal, we do have a trailer for Exoprimal right here, which I think does also get us quest bids. Yeah, watch the gameplay trailer. Not actually going to watch any of the gameplay trailers because those have copyrighted material in them, of course. And over here we've got Street Fighter 6. Very cool kind of photo op with, even says photo spot there, with characters from Street Fighter, kind of like pixel form, which is kind of sweet. For some reason you've also got Mega Man up there. I don't know if Mega Man is in Street Fighter 6 or not, but if we watch this trailer, of course, we get another quest completed. One of the cool things about the camera, you can actually set it up on a tripod. We're going to not do that, though. Let's see what happens if we just do this and then push the button. I got a nice picture with the Street Fighter cast. Might post that up later. Got some cool Street Fighter art exhibit here. And it's got kind of the concept art for each of the Street Fighter games. So this is way back on Street Fighter 1. I can see the evolution of those characters for Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 0, Street Fighter 3, New Generation, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, and now coming up on Street Fighter 6. Cool stuff. And there's a 35th anniversary poster here. If you click on this, it'll open up the web browser. You can get more information on Street Fighter's 35th anniversary. And now we're leaving the Capcom booth and heading into this Magic the Gathering booth, which is a pretty cool booth as well. What I really like about it is, I was recently at PAX, and of course they have all these Magic the Gathering demos, right? They've actually got kind of the Magic the Gathering table that you would play on for those demos right here. And then if you walk around, there's very cool artwork from some of the different characters, some of the different card designs. It's super impressive. And if you want to see bigger, you could just click on each of these images and it'll pull it right closer to your face, which I really like these mechanics. This same company actually made a Magic the Gathering specific art exhibition that unfortunately was not available outside of Japan. I would have loved to explore that. Yeah, this artwork is awesome, especially when it's big and in front of you like this. Again, I don't want to spend too much time in each of these areas, but I do have a video we need to watch. I think it's this one over here. And again, we're not going to watch that video, we're just going to click on it for the quests. This whole section over here is for Atelier Rise of 3. This is one of the characters from that game. And what's awesome is, again, you can step into the worlds of these games in these booths. This is a virtual booth, but this is an actual location that could be inside Atelier Rise. So I was super impressed with the level design, if you will, of this particular exhibition, because while I can't be at Tokyo Game Show, I can be in these worlds within Tokyo Game Show, if that makes sense. I have not played these games, the Atelier series. There are probably a billion of them at this point. There aren't that many, but it feels like there are. Um, but we have a full-fledged, like, building here dedicated to space for that particular game series. It is the 25th anniversary of the Atelier series. I believe what we need to do for this one is take a picture, not with this 25th anniversary character, but the one over there. We'll take a picture with this one anyway, just to ring in the 25th, right? This Wolong Fallen Dynasty game is also coming out. Needed to click on that to get a mission. And then this character over here is the one we need to take a photo with. This will get us another of those little... You can see when you've got the right quest object because it says a photo quest object is captured. So we click here. We've got a photo with Puny. Might be Pony as well, I'm not sure. Got another item buried in the strata. And I noticed this little guy over here digging. He doesn't have any clues for us. But here we are. This is one of the booths that actually made me want to explore here. This is the Kojima Productions booth.
Yeah, true.
Are you the porter? Head to the room at the end of the white hallway. So if we go into the white hallway here. This hallway used to be the Kojima Productions actual entrance hallway for their actual studio. But they moved recently, and they did a kind of photogrammetry scan of that hallway, and they've put it in VR here within Tokyo Game Show VR. We're going to take a picture with the statue here, because that gets us a quest complete. Now we're going to come over here. This, Who Am I? Item here opens the web browser. It takes you basically to this exact same photo on the Kojima Productions website. It does not reveal any additional information, but this is in both the physical and virtual booth, hinting at what's next to come by this particular studio. Some folks are saying it might be a Silent Hill game. I don't know what to think as far as that's concerned. And then back here we've got the Bridges map here. This is all from Death Stranding here. This is kind of cool. So again, you're going into environments related to the games. The Fragile Express umbrella there. We've got the storefront you can click on. Job listings. And their global storefront as well. Cool stuff. That's it for their booth. There's far more to explore. We've got Gugenka here. They have a make avatar video quest to complete there. And over here we got the sailor outfit. These little guys are always digging. And then these booths are at the end of every zone. And it's literally zone here. You can drink that. And look at that. We are in the zone, if you will.
Look at this guy.
Oh,
They
did you
just
start
telling
playing
you
pretty
that.
cool?
Now we've got a legendary helmet here. We've got 3 of these little altars to light up throughout the game. So we're not going to get all of the quest items, I don't believe. But let's go ahead and put that legendary helmet on. And then over here is Character Bank. They've got a bunch of different things that you can do. And this is the world of Ruins Magus. Just walking in, you get a logo t-shirt here. Very cool character photo op here. And then trailer to watch. And then we've got a little hollow hat we can pick up. And I'm not sure what the serial code actually gets you, but it's throughout the event as well. If you go out here, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next area. And we've got that zone again. You can get 50 times 2. I think that's a giveaway. One of the zones has this character as well. Not this one, though. This is the forest zone. So we're going to start out here at UCC Coffee. Need an iced coffee, cold brew, latte to start your day? Well, they got you covered. You can pick up one of these beans. The UCC coffee cup itself. And then if you click on this, I believe you get a t-shirt. It's not the most imaginative booth on earth, but you get the general gist. There's a Hidden Knight helmet over here. And you've got Ralph Lauren clothing. Why? I don't know. Browse our products, which we've been doing lately. I believe this one gets you the best dressed bear. I think this one might too. This is a Roblox collaboration. The best dressed bear. I just like saying that a lot. And then if you take a photo with the bear, which we'll do with the Ralph Lauren logo behind us, trying to set up these photos to be usable later. And that should be good. Now I've got the best dressed bear head. We can actually change that outfit if we want to, but I think we're good without. See another item over here glowing. It's a mage's cap. I don't know why those are taking a bit longer than previously here. We've got the Sega Atlas booth next. They've got a bunch of games at Tokyo Game Show. Goat Simulator 3, Hogwarts Legacy, FIFA 2023, Virtua Fighter Esports Challenge Cup. There's a Persona character here. And of course Sonic Frontier. We're going to take a photo with Sonic. Alright, so we're going to leave Sonic behind. Got another one of these altars here. I believe I've got enough. Unlock this altar. Which I do. We've got a little games console with legendary armor now. Let's put that on. All these t-shirts we've gotten so far. Now we've got the armor on here. head into the Bandai Namco area. Watching this One Piece video gets you a reward. And again, you've got the characters and worlds here for both One Piece and Dragon Ball. Cool stuff. If you watch this Dragon Ball video, you also get a reward. It's a little Pac-Man t-shirt. Some shoes over here, buried in the strata. Zombie feet. We didn't get the zombie body from the other area, but again, we're in a good spot. This is the Ministry of the Environment site. Watching some of these videos gets you some stuff. I believe there's a sign that you click on that also might be this one. Maybe not. Ah, it's this one over here. Now this is the I'm a Create space. There's another item buried in the strata here. And I'm a Create has a Groove Fit Island. We can watch this video though to get a No Groove, No Life t-shirt. We'll move on. And this is the Crystal area, the final exhibition area here, if you will. Got a zombie head right there already. This is the character I was talking about earlier. You can actually take a photo with. Get a Zone Energy wearable can. I'm sure that is super helpful for someone. Not necessarily for me. This video here gets you the Matani t-shirt. That's Matani Land or Matani World, I believe. They've done some interesting collaborative NFT projects and other art projects in VR and elsewhere. This is a booth for HoloLive Error. There it is, it's that one. So some kind of simplistic booths for these first few here. But it's kind of cool that also they're in the same area. This is the PTW or Pull to Win booth. I believe one of these is the intro to Pull to Win. I think it's this one. Yeah, so that gets us another quest prize here. This booth is awesome. This is the Konami booth. They've got Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel. As you can see, the character on top of the card already. But check out what happens when you take the stage. So you've got characters on tops of cards. That's cool. Well, watch this. Look at that. We've got the character popping up, animated in front of us. That doesn't make you want this game in VR. I don't know what will. We're gonna do this with all of these cards because it is awesome. Love it. Look at that. Very, very, very cool. This is one of the highlights for sure of this particular exhibition. The detail they put into it. I feel like I'm doing an awesome card battle right here. It's great. Great stuff. So I believe we have enough to unlock the altar. Maybe not yet. Maybe we need one or two more. Well, I know of one. Right here, if we take a nice picture with this motorcycle. Square Enix booth. That'll get us a 25th anniversary logo t-shirt for Final Fantasy. And again, you've got some cool characters here. You've got Cloud here. I think it's Cloud. It's weird that he doesn't have his sword. Oh, that's because Zach's got it. Because this is for Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. Got Sephiroth here. I'm excited for this game. One of my favorite games in the Final Fantasy VII collection, if you will. It was on PSP, and I have many fond memories of playing it. Oh yeah, I'm kind of walking through these. Again, you've got artwork, key art for all of the Final Fantasy games. I didn't see Final Fantasy X2 or like any of the side games, but at least the main games in the series, you've got all of this awesome art. And if you look on the backs, there's more. I think 4 is actually over here. 5. I can't count anymore. 6. Look at this art for 7. This is not anything like I would picture for Final Fantasy VII, but that's some of the concept art, if you will. 15 here. 14 here. 13 here. 10. 8. Wow. Again, not one that looks anything like I would have pictured. 10. 12. See the altar glowing over there. There's the sword. That's what I was looking for earlier. So lighting these altars, now I've got the legendary armor. I feel like this is like a microchip or something. I'm not really sure what this is meant to represent. When the 3 sacred treasures are released, the way will open up. I'm sure that's what I heard. The voice of Miha Shira. So we're going to go ahead and put our avatar's new bootwear on. Servios has Creed Champions, Big Rumble Boxing. And then we've got an awesome booth for My Dearest and Dyschronia Chronos Alternate. This is a game I'm actually going to be diving into and checking out fairly soon. I believe it'll be next week you'll see footage of on the channel. This character Lily is kind of your sidekick in the game from what I understand, and it's a kind of detective story from what I understand. Got the series theme song here, the official trailer. This is going to be an episodic game. Episode 1 is the one that's launching. It is a crime scene experience, it says. Very cool booth that they have here. I really like it. They sent me a nice little gift box also with some interesting stuff in it. And then if you want to experience the demo, you can click here, open your browser, go to their Discord. The demo is live until the game comes out. So you still have a couple of days to check that out. And then there's the back of the booth here, or the front, if you will. We'll head back out from the core area here. We're gonna head down this way. Now there is a boat ride, virtual boat ride park over there.
This is
It's
the
kind of a
upper
360 video adventure. We're not going to do that, I don't believe, in this particular video. But we are going to go down here because there's a very cool museum of gaming here. You've got all these little artifacts, if you will, as you go. Again, really well done artwork, really well done world building. Very happy with this. It's super cool. So here we are in the...
This is the Geo Gallery of game history.
Well,
Artifacts found in the strata in this area are displayed. The deeper you go, the older the buried items.
so as you can see, there's kind of a warp point here. We can now warp back up to the top. Once we get a little bit further, this will be another one that lets us warp to the bottom. You've got a timeline of video game history. Got a magazine here with Splatoon 3 on the front. And a little quiz as you go through the history of this weekly games magazine and games as a whole. It's really well done. So it says here, just out of the blue, here's a game history quiz. 6 questions about the history of game consoles and virtual reality. So, PlayStation VR 2 is set to be released in 2023, and it's been more than 5 years since the first PlayStation VR was launched. And that's a yes for sure. Alright, the Nintendo 3DS, released in 2011, was the first portable game console to adopt naked eye stereoscopic viewing. The color variations at launch were pure white and Cosmo Black. I don't think that's true. So we're going to go this way. Alright, and you can see we're getting further down the core here as well. All this kind of retro gamey, adventure-y artwork here. This is really well done. We got 2009 now as we move down another few years. Is that Sora? It is. It is. Very cool. Very cool stuff. Alright, PlayStation Move and Kinect for Xbox 360, which were released one after the other in 2010, both recognize the movement of the controller to incorporate the player's body movements into the game. No, one was just hands. Talking about Animal Crossing there. So we get down to 2001. In Japan, Xbox Live, now known as the Xbox Network, a pioneering online game service, was launched in 2003. Initially, there was no voice chat function among users. That is definitely incorrect. There's always voice chat. As we get into the 90s here with this game magazine, the first home video game console to include a communication function, modem, as a standard feature was Dreamcast, released by Sega in 1998. In Japan, that's true, so we're going to go with yes. I believe it came out on 9/9/99 here in the United States. Go back into the 90s. Again, more coverage from this games magazine. Mario and his friends first played tennis in Virtual Boy, released in 1995, which is said to be a pioneering video game VR console. And yes, that is absolutely true. And this magazine started, it looks like, in 1986. What they had in 86? They had the Famicom Disk System and a Dragon Quest game way back then. This is so cool. And then some Konami featured games. Look at that, it's Castlevania. So cool. So very cool. Look back at the history of gaming as we play through this experience. So now, coming closer to the end of this adventure, I really love the fact that they have made a VR game out of Tokyo Game Show. I can't get over how much fun I had playing this. I liked it so much that my wife encouraged me to make this video, because this is, again, a temporary installation. This is going to be gone once Tokyo Game Show ends. Once I post this, you'll have a couple of days to go in and check it out. I do encourage it. This is free on App Lab. I'll put the link and the details in the description of this video. We're about to wrap this up with the conclusion of our adventure. So we get to the bottom of the core here. There's the warp point up. We're going to step into this screen.
Hi, I'm an archaeologist of the survey team. As you can see, there's a weird screen at the base of Mihashira. It seems to be connected to the inside of the Mihashira, but I'm not very good with machines. Would you mind taking a look?
Yeah, let's take a look. If you want to go forward, this will put you in a solo play scene, and yes, I do. Alright, so this is the bottom of the dungeon. No post to SNS beyond this point. Okay, so we won't be able to send anything to Twitter that we didn't activate. This is kind of trippy. Alright, so where are we here?
My name is Mihashira. I preside over all types of play in this world. I'd like to welcome you to the room of origin of games. But as you can see, this room is full of bugs. And since these bugs occurred, our world has lost all memory of play. You look like you know games. Thank you for playing this far into the deep stratum. Your arrival means the time has come to squash these bugs within me. We shall perform the debugging ritual.
Nice!
Show yourselves, the 3 sacred treasures of play. You have all the sacred treasures. Hardware, software, and controller. Perfect. Now to the next phase of the ritual. But we need one more thing to restore the memory of play. Do you know what? Yes, the one who plays, the player. That's you.
Now we step forward.
Come, the player, the one who loves games. Grab that controller in your hand and start debugging.
Let's debug. Here we go.
Oh, the memory of play is coming back again. What a warm feeling. It looks like all the debugging is complete. Thank you, the player. Now this world has regained its play mode. Where there is play, there is a future. We have always brought about a better future by playing. What is this? Is this a title screen of a game? What? You know this screen too? I see it now. This world itself was made of play. It was a game. Yes, the name of that game is Tokyo Game Show VR 2022.
A little robot friend said, I never thought I'd see the day when the game's... That's weird. I think it says were figured out. I don't know how to thank you enough. Thank you, Cheerful Robot. Thank you, viewers, for watching. Until next time, get out there and enjoy some VR for yourselves. I will be back with more content. Probably tomorrow, I think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.